want to start with you, Dr. Evans. A lot of stuff going on over there at VA. You talked about that at the beginning of the show. Give us an example of a specific program that you'd like to highlight for the community here.
Sure. We're still in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, so I would be remiss if I did not talk about our telehealth program in the VA.
Of course.
And how that has been really critical to our response to the pandemic. But frankly, a lot of that was based on a really strong foundation that VA had built over more than a decade in building a strong telehealth program, which was then able to expand very rapidly to address the sort of near immediate shift in location of care for many, many, many of our veterans. And just to give you a sense for the scale of the program, over the course of the pandemic, VA has provided more than 12.9 million telehealth visits. Last month alone, we supported more than 815,000 visits to 482,000 unique veterans in 1 month. I'll give you just a sort of another sense of that scale. Prior to the pandemic, we were doing on the order of 2,000 video visits, connecting veterans in their homes or preferred location to their VA healthcare providers on a typical business day. And we have seen numerous days with over 45,000 video visits occurring per day.
Wow.
Per business day. So this has really transformed really the options for veterans to access their care. This is really part of, when you get down to it, right, when we talk about health information technologies, to me, the real advantage of health information technologies are the connections that they enable. These technologies allow us to connect the veterans who are looking for their health care with their providers. They allow us to connect providers with each other because healthcare is ultimately a team effort. And so I think that has been really one of our most important lessons during the pandemic, is not just shifting care to veterans in the home where they needed to receive that care, but also leveraging our information technologies to better connect our healthcare teams when they sometimes were no longer co-located in the same place. They may have been seeing patients from home. They may have actually been in the clinic, but for reasons of trying to manage COVID risk, were staying in separate rooms apart from each other and using technology to make the connections that might have in the past been made in person. So a lot of opportunity, and what's exciting to me is the opportunity that the healthcare system writ large has now. This is not a unique story to VA. This has occurred across the Department of Defense, across private sector healthcare, and thinking about what the new normal of healthcare will look like, to me, is quite exciting.